So I'm in my kitchen sink using my document camera to film my boat trials, to record the outcomes and use them later on for my technical report. So I have two prototype boats. I have one that has a triangle shape at the bottom and it has a lower base inside. And the other is a circle shaped. So we'll start off with the triangle one. And of course, since it has nothing in it, it's going to tip. So I'm gonna start off by putting some pennies in there to see if it'll happen. So I have all my pennies in here, and if I put it in, it tips over. Okay. Next, I'm going to put nickels in it along with the pennies to see if more weight will help the boat. So I've gone ahead and added my dimes and nickels, and oh no, it got filled with water. So I'm going to consider this a fail. It seemed really bouncy, and it kept wanting to tip over. I don't know if that's because there's too much air in here or too much excess up here. I don't think I got the balance of weight quite right, so I'll take that into consideration. So for my next one, it's the round one. I don't really have high hopes for this one, but I guess we'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off by adding some coins in there to see how it goes. I'm not really worried about the weight as much right now, but since I am sectioning the coins into like pennies, quarters, and nickels, I'll be able to figure out how much each boat took before it completely sank over. So this is my second boat. It's the round one, and I put all of the pennies that I have in it, and we're gonna see what happens. So this one is a complete fail because automatically with any little weight, it tipped over to the side that had less cardboard, and all my pennies are down the sink. So I think again it was the same problem that this boat had, where it just was too light. So my thought process is to add more weight to the boat to weigh it down. This is the third boat that I have for today. It has rounded out edges. I'm gonna see if that makes it float better. I have a more stable base because I thought one of the problems was gonna be that the base was gonna sink in, because right now it doesn't seem like that is such a problem, but I also have a little bit of a stiff cardboard underneath it to help. Again, I think this is gonna have the same problem. There are lots of pockets of air, it's really light, so I think it's gonna turn out the same as the others, but let's see if it floats. Okay, so off the bat, it's doing really good. It's actually floating, which is very, very, very good. I like to see that. So I'm going to add some coins. Okay, so immediately though, when I add in pennies, it immediately tips over. So I have to think of a way. I don't know if it's spreading the pennies out or adding more weight, but I don't know. I'll have to research how to stabilize it, because again, it just wants to tip over from the weight. It is doing a lot better than the other ones though, I will say that. There is a lot of water in the actual boat, which is not very good. But I would say I think these worked out really, really well for floating, because it was the only one that actually floated by itself without any weight. So I think that's a really good sign. But now to more prototyping to see what, to try and figure out ways to have a more stable boat.